Hi everyone, I wanted to jump into Grow and talk to you about a really exciting project that I'm super stoked about. I've been working on it with a couple other people for several months and it just launched. So all of you are doing the business, right? And all of you have relatives and family members and team members, especially team members that are likely going to be from all over the world, that have different backgrounds, different religious beliefs, different political beliefs, all of that, right? And in order to grow your business really successfully, it is becoming more and more apparent to me that we need to be way more educated about how to be sensitive to other people's beliefs. It's a really politically charged time right now, right? And you might have certain beliefs and you might have team members that believe completely differently, and you still need to work together and maybe collaborate, maybe support people where you have diametrically opposed beliefs. As you grow, you might have team members who are of a different religion than you. You are likely, especially as we grow our business internationally, going to have people from different countries. And so this project called Oils in Every Home, which is Gary's mission, is a project that is going to help you navigate that. Navigate your business in a way where you can learn how to be more aware of other people's differences, other people's beliefs, and be sensitive to them. The last couple months have been really stressful in terms of watching the news, right? There's lots of racial issues, lots of political issues. It's stressful, right? All of this plays into our businesses because we have people in our downlines that believe certain things that maybe you might not agree with, support things that you might not agree with, and we all need to figure out how to have a way of coming together and agree to disagree in a really respectful way, in a way that honors everybody's beliefs, in a way that doesn't say, I'm right, you're wrong. So the project, Oils in Every Home, is going to start in October. And I found an amazing diversity inclusivity specialist. She's an expert in her field. She's worked with Fortune 500 companies. And she is a woman of mixed race. And she oftentimes works with a partner that she's had several projects with named Bill. So Lisa is her name, and then Bill is a white male who's Jewish, and they are going to be coming into our Facebook group that we've created for paid members in October to just kind of introduce themselves and share who they are, what their background is, how they see what they have to offer as a benefit to us. In the group, we'll be sharing things for kind of pre-learning because the actual project doesn't officially start till January. We'll be sharing book lists, like if you have kids and you want to talk to them about racial issues, there will be book lists to help you kind of learn how to do that. Little kid books to help your kids read. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I am a person of color. I grew up here in the United States. I was born here. I've experienced racism, discrimination for my ethnicity. And I always thought yeah, it's kind of all the same-ish in terms of discrimination. And I would see stuff about Black people being shot, I would be horrified, saddened, all of that. And I would just kind of scroll by and just be like, not my problem, sad, but what am I going to do? And the more that I learned in the last couple months, the more that I've realized that I'm a passive racist. I have fought for equal rights. I have fought and stood up and spoken out for equal rights for women, equal rights for the LGBTQ plus population community. But I was specific about where I supported things, and I wasn't aware of my own personal biases, and I struggled with that. I felt paralyzed and stuck, and I felt really awful about my own lack of awareness. And I'm the kind of person that if I see a problem or I'm experiencing something that I need to learn more about, I want to find the resources. And so I found these amazing diversity inclusivity specialists. So in October, they're going to come into our group and just do an intro, and then we'll have some pre-learning stuff like articles or videos that you can just watch to kind of just learn a little bit more about our own personal biases. As business owners of a Young Living business, it's important for us to really know what our personal biases are so that we can be leaders for our team that are inclusive of everyone, whether or not you agree with other people's religious beliefs, political beliefs, whatever. We need to be leaders, and we need to shine and give love to everyone, right? In November, they're going to come into the group. With this election coming up, it's going to be bananas, right? Like, no matter who wins, it's going to be not the best time. And so we wanted them to come into the group to help us figure out, how do we come together? How do we come together as a community to love one another despite whoever wins, to love one another despite their political beliefs. And then December, we'll still have content for the pre-learning. And then in January, it's going to be every 2 weeks for 45 minutes, an hour. There will be a different topic every week, and we'll have a specific amount of people on the Zoom live. We'll have ASL interpreting live. The people that will be on the live will be people that want to participate, that will have their cameras on, that will be vulnerable with their own personal biases and discussion. So it'll be like a half an hour of our experts talking about the topic, and then 15 to 30 minutes of discussion. And then that will also be live streamed into the Facebook group. And so that'll be every 2 weeks starting in January for 10 sessions. So I think that brings us to May. So from October through May, we'll have this project happening. We'll have a community within the Facebook group for members only. And it'll just be a place for all of us to kind of learn from each other and open our minds and open our hearts to learn about everybody's differences and everybody's experiences and how to navigate through life, not just our businesses, in a way that respects everyone. So I would love for you to join us. We made it a sliding scale fee because we wanted it to be something that everybody could afford. These experts are expensive. So we're hoping that we can gather enough money from the tickets sold, the registration fees, that we will be able to pay them off from just that. And then whatever money is left over, we'll donate to the Young Living Foundation. So nobody except our 2 experts are making any money. So the sliding scale fee starts at $30 for the entire 6 months. up to $1,000. And if anybody wants to donate more, let me know. I can create a ticket that has more. But $30, and it's just a one-time fee. There's a $30, $60, I think, $100, $250, $300, and it goes up. But I hope that you all will join us. The more of us that can get together as a community and learn together and grow together to be better leaders and better people, to know how to navigate through this world and be super respectful of all. Our businesses are becoming more and more international. We have Jewish RCDs, we have Muslim RCDs. I don't know anything about the Jewish religion. I know very little. I know nothing about the Muslim religion. And I want to make sure as we grow Young Living into India and the Middle East that I am being sensitive to all of the people that are going to be on our team. I've learned through my team members about deaf members. I assumed deaf members would be able to do just subtitles, right? And I was horrified to learn that no, deaf people do much better when they have ASL, American Sign Language interpreters, because most deaf people have the reading level of a second grader. And so reading subtitles is not as easy as we think as people who are hearing and people who don't have a hearing issue. And when I learned that, I was like, oh my God, that's awful that I just assumed that they could figure it out, right? And that's my own personal bias. I am a hearing person. I don't know their experience. I needed to learn that, and thankfully I had team members who were willing to call me out on my assumptions. And that's the kind of learning that I think we all need to participate in. Learning that might be uncomfortable, but learning that in the end is going to help us be more inclusive of the diversity that is within our team. So I'm pretty sure that the information for Oils in Every Home, the project, is in this group. If not, I'll post about it later, but you can go to my personal Facebook page and scroll a little bit down and you'll find the information and the registration link. And this isn't just for Young Living people. This is for anybody. So if you have family members that are kind of struggling and saying I don't know how to navigate where we are right now in the world, in America. I want to learn more. I'm struggling. Invite them. We're gonna talk about how to deal with stuff within our businesses, but I think it transfers to everyday life as well. Okay, so I hope that you'll join us. I'm super excited about this project because I think that it's really going to help us as business owners. It's going to help Young Living as a whole. Gary's mission was to get oils into every home, but we're not going to achieve that if we're not aware of our own personal biases, our own possible passive racism, our just own worldview. We have our worldview because we grew up in a certain way, but that doesn't mean that it's everyone's worldview. And we need to be inclusive of everyone's worldview, no matter if we agree with it or not. And so I feel like if we come together in the learning, it's really going to help propel our businesses in a way that will be unlike anything that Young Living has seen. So I hope to see you in the groups and registering for it. If you have questions, please pop them into the comment section and I will answer them as I can. Okay? Thank you. Bye.